Good morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today is Thursday, so we're here with one of our favorite contributors, Miss Robin Shimizu, with Healthy Habits with Robin Shimizu and Friends. She's going to be introducing our guest. Some of you are familiar with her, but I'm going to let her handle all of that. Just give us a wave and let us. Yeah, so we're so happy to have you all here. We hope you'll relax, sit back, and find some ways to improve your health, which is obviously going to enable you to improve your wealth. So with that, I'm going to present to some, introduce to others, Miss Robin Shimizu. How you doing, Robin?
I'm doing great, guys. Hello. Linus, thank you so much for joining us. Is Francine in the background, Terry, today? Or are you?
Francine is mobile today. She is on it. We've had so much, what would you call it, demand for services from Biz Chicks to help people learn to stream and to get the word out during all of these different ways of delivering messages. So she is on the road. Also, we know that Francine is a realtor, so she does have some customers today. She's still showing houses in the middle of all of this. So guys, houses are still being sold. Take heart. People are still moving and doing business. Yes, thank you for asking, Robin.
Okay. Well, today we have our illustrious guest who gets to we get to see her maybe once or twice a month. Maybe anyway, Linus. Linus Woods Mullins is our holistic wellness expert for women over the age of 40. She is an author. She does an e-magazine. She's a coach. She's a mentor, and she helps women mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And she just does it all. And she's just wonderful. And I'm so glad she is part of our part of our tribe. Thank you, Linus, for joining us today. It's been a while.
Oh, it's been a while, and thank you. It's great to be back again in the midst of all this chaos and confusion. It's always nice to have something that you can look forward to, that you know is positive and uplifting. So thank you, Biz Chicks, for inviting me back today again.
Well, you know we love you. We really enjoy the message that you bring to us every time you come. Yeah. And it was really wonderful meeting you in person. So if you haven't met Linda in person, I really encourage you to attend her events. Get to know her. She's good people.
Thank you. Well, I wanted to think of something today that would be value added for maybe some of the things that we're going through right now. All of us are under, I would say pretty much all of us are under some kind of stress, even if it's running in the background. I hear people say, well, no, I have a sense of peace and calm. And that could be true. But our stress sometimes runs in the background and exhibits itself in different ways that we may not even be aware of. And one of the ways that maybe we're aware of, we've kind of just put off, is by what we eat. Generally speaking, when we're stressed out, we go for comfort food. Okay. And many times that food is comfort food because it tastes really good. So it's got some salt in it, some sugar in it, some fat in it, all those things that, make us feel a little better, taste good. The problem is that it doesn't really necessarily help us with some of our weight issues, our health issues. So I wanted to share some foods with you that are stress busting foods that are also good for you too, that taste good, that you can do in the form of grab and go. So that you can maybe, instead of grabbing the cookie, you grab one of these instead, or instead of doing the Cheez-Its like I used to do, or like I can do, or the tortilla chips like I did do not too long ago, you can try some of these things. So, because it's real. I think everybody has COVID-19 weight gain. If you don't have weight gain, you have inches gain, pretty much, unless you're one of those people when you're stressed out, you don't eat. Then maybe you've lost weight, but most people have gotten a little thicker. I know I have, and I exercise, but it's because of some of the emotional eating that's been going on. And let's face it, we're a lot more sedentary. For those who are used to going out, to a restaurant, or of course going to work, if you're working from home, all those things are extra steps that we're not taking right now. And as a result, it adds up over time. 2 months of, not, for instance, walking to your car, parking your car in the parking lot, and then walking to your office or walking to the grocery store or walking to the mall. We haven't done any of that for the most part for almost 3 months. So that adds up after a while. That's a lot of less steps. So one thing that you can do to try to make up for that is be aware of what you're eating and to replace it with things that are healthy and good. So I got a quick list for you of what you can do that will help you to relieve the stress in one way, but also tastes good and doesn't have a lot of high calories. Let's see. Now, for someone who is, really, it might have not been so easy to get the cheeseburger because you had to do a drive-through, or maybe your favorite cheeseburger place wasn't open yet because they don't do drive-by or drive-through. This might seem strange, but it really does work. Make a green leafy salad. I mean, green leafy vegetables are really a great way to reduce your stress because it helps to produce dopamine. And dopamine is a pleasure-inducing chemical in your brain, and it helps to keep you calm. So grab me a quick salad, maybe add some bell pepper for the crunch or a cucumber for the crunch, because that also helps to relieve stress eating crunchy foods. That's why potato chips taste so good. It's got fat, salt, and there's a crunch. Well, with green leafy vegetables, you can add a little healthy fat with your olive oil. You can add some Himalayan salt. You have what I call a stress reduction salad. I mean, it really helps me, and it tastes really good. And after a while, that craving for the cheeseburger, it begins to go away.
Really?
It can.
Is that really?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta want it to go away. Okay.
Okay. you
gotta want it to go away.
Okay. Marie says she's saying this about, the whole thing that we're gaining weight and that we need to watch what we eat. Yeah. So she's on board.
I was want to set the intent for this. You're going to set the intent that you're going to start looking for alternatives to the food that hasn't been good for you, and that you definitely want to eat, that is better. And yes, kale chips are great. In fact, you can make your own kale chips, Jill. You probably make your own kale chips. It's fantastic. I get some kale, chop it up, put a little bit of olive oil on it, and put some Himalayan salt, and put it in the broiler for just a few minutes, and they come out and they're crispy and they taste great. I will. One caution with kale chips: if you happen to be on some kind of medication that has to do with blood thinning, you may not want to do that, because kale and blood thinners don't work well together at all. So if you're on any medication, just double check with your doctor to make sure that eating kale is okay. But yeah, definitely kale chips is definitely the way to go. Now, here's another one for those of you who eat meat. You can try eating some turkey breast. Tryptophan in turkey is probably one of the amino acids that helps to produce serotonin. So having a turkey sandwich instead of a cheeseburger, maybe that's a good step for you. And I would say real turkey. You can get turkey breast at the store. You don't have to buy the whole turkey, but turkey breast at the store, and you can broil or bake the turkey breast and cut it up. Put it in your Ziploc bag or in your container, and just grab a piece of turkey breast when you have the need to eat a snack on something, or instead of having that hamburger for your meal, make yourself a turkey breast sandwich instead. There is turkey burger that you can get too, but the turkey burger is made out of dark meat. It's been processed a little bit in terms of being chopped up, but turkey breast, that really does make a huge difference when it comes to regulating your hunger and helping you with your feelings in terms of producing serotonin. So maybe that would do better. Now, another one that's really good in terms of for meat eaters, flesh eaters, I should say, salmon. Salmon helps with stress, and also helps with anxiety hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. When we're anxious and stressed out, our cortisol levels go up. And that's another reason why we get thicker. We've talked about this before. So one way to get rid of that, or to minimize the impact of anxiety and stress in terms of our increase of the adrenaline and cortisol, is to eat salmon. It's really great
Mm.
because it has omega-3, which is good for anti-inflammatory properties. So you might want to try that instead. Make a salmon sandwich instead of a hamburger. What about that?
Okay.
Another thing, and this is a really good one for those of you who like to eat chips, or in my case, taco chips. Juanita taco chips. Man, I pass by Juanita taco chips and it's just calling my name. And I just can't eat one. You know that glazed potato chip thing? No one can eat just one. I cannot just eat one. I keep eating it until my mouth begins to hurt. Okay, it's ridiculous. So I just can't buy them. I cannot have them in my house. I can't even walk down that aisle of the grocery store. So what I have done to replace that are pistachios. Now, the interesting thing about pistachios is that you have an added step with pistachios. I get the one in the shell because you have to open up the shell and then eat it, and it slows down your eating. Also, pistachios are great for lowering your blood pressure and your heart rate. Also, a great anti health. But when it comes to that ongoing loop of negative thoughts that you have playing in your mind, doing something repetitive is helpful. That's why you want to have that bag of chips eating, because you're stressed out, you're worried, whatever. Well, grab the pistachios. I'm stressed out. Oop, gotta crack it up. Okay, put it in my mouth. And before you know it, your anxiety level goes down. But also, you are really helping yourself in terms of keeping your blood pressure level down, and also helping your cardiovascular health. Another really good one is dark chocolate. Now, I keep some dark chocolate in my office. I have some dark chocolate goji berries that somebody gave me for my birthday just recently, and I love them. They do help to regulate stress. The cocoa, and I talked about this yesterday in my Wellness Woman group. Cocoa is excellent. It has so many great medicinal qualities. And for those of you who belong to my Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond group on Facebook, you need to go and check out what I did yesterday on Minutes. I talked about cocoa. And if you don't belong to my Facebook group, please join. I go on at least 2 or 3 times a week, and there's all kinds of great information about wellness for your mind, body, and spirit. But anyway, dark chocolate contains really unique natural substances that create kind of a feeling almost of euphoria. Now, you don't want to eat the whole chocolate bar, and dark chocolate is not necessarily sweet, but you can get dark chocolate covered berries or dark chocolate covered goji beans, like what I did. They're not cheap, but they're so good for you. Try to go for anything that's 70% cocoa, and you will get a lot of health benefits, and it will help to reduce your stress level. Another thing is seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, great source of magnesiums, but also magnesium can help you to alleviate that feeling of depression, fatigue, irritability. All those things seem to go hand in hand with stress. So for flaxseed, you can of course add that to your smoothies. I do ground flax seeds, or you can just buy whole flax seeds. Put them in your coffee grinder, and then use that grinding in your smoothies. And that will, not only is flaxseed good for alleviating depression, maybe fatigue and irritability, it is also full of omega-3, which is really, really important when it comes to our overall brain health. So any kind of seeds, eat some of those, and that will also help to lower your stress levels. Another favorite of mine is avocado. Avocado is great for alleviating the stress, but also it fills you up much more quickly. It fills that belly and makes you feel more satisfied. Now, if you want to reduce your desire to eat more by 40%, one way to do that is to eat half an avocado with your lunch. Believe it or not, half avocado with your lunch reduces your appetite a little bit, but it also helps you deal with that feeling of stressed out. It's definitely comfort food. Want to try that? Another one is oranges. And that's interesting because I've been getting a lot of those little tiny oranges because of the vitamin C. The mandarin oranges, I've been eating a lot of those because I've been trying to boost my immune system because of what's going on with COVID. So not only are they high in vitamin C, which is great, it's another way to help you to relax and lower your stress levels. And the reason why, there's a key nutrient there that helps to lower the cortisol level, in oranges. Also, it helps with fatigue and brain fog and increased appetite. It helps to decrease that appetite. And it's also good at preventing weight gain and helping to control belly fat. So, oranges, good stuff. If you happen to like eggs, they are really good. Whole eggs are one of the best things for a natural source of vitamin D, which also helps with a better immune function and mood regulation. Now, that is the whole egg. If you're someone that has high cholesterol, then you want to eat egg whites, but it's not quite the same benefit. So for those of you that have, regular cholesterol and your cholesterol levels are fine, eating eggs is really good for your brain health, and it reduces symptoms of depression. And it also helps with your overall feeling of fullness. Now, here's something that I absolutely love is seaweed. Seaweed wraps are really good. They're rich in iodine, which is one of the few sources that you can get this mineral. And the iodine can help to not having enough iodine can help to trigger fatigue and depression. So using seaweed could be really good. I get some seaweed in these little packaged containers. I should have brought some in with me. And I buy them by the truckload. And in that little bit of seaweed, I put in my avocado, and I roll it up and I eat it. So it's a double whammy. I get full, I get that omega-3, I'm dealing with my brain fog and maybe my anxiety and stress all at the same time. So seaweed is really, really good to eat. And when it comes to your thyroid health, that iodine is really important. And many women, as they age, they begin to have issues with thyroid health. And one of the first things to go is the production of iodine. So seaweed is another way to do that. Green tea is fantastic. It's a great antioxidant, but it also helps to deal with lowering the impact of your stress levels. When you're under a lot of stress, it beats up on your immune system, which is a double whammy right now because COVID is stressful, the racial unrest in our country is stressful, and it's beating up your immune system, which is not good because the COVID virus is still very much out there. I know they're not talking about it right now because the new bright shiny object right now is what's going on with, our racial tension in our country. And that's an important bright shiny object. But what's happened as a result is that you don't get as much information right now as the numbers. But I'm sorry to say that our numbers are going up.
Yes, I heard that too.
Protect your immune system and boost your immune system preventatively. And green tea is one way. Hot green tea. Let me just tell you, you want to drink as many hot liquids as possible, even though it's the summer, especially if you've been out and about, because the virus does not do well in hot environments, which is one reason why some people think that during the summer, this case might go down. But our numbers are showing differently because of people gathering for the holidays that we've had prior to the protests that we've had. So just buckle up your seat. We're in for a bumpy ride, unfortunately, but there are things you can do. And drinking green tea is fantastic. Also, beets. Beets are really good because they have a folate content, and the vitamins that they have play a role in relieving stress. I like to get some, peel the beets and then boil them for a little while and add a little bit of vinegar to them, a little bit of sugar, not a lot. And I love to eat them because they are also cholesterol lowering. They're anti-inflammatory, and they really go a long way to supplying your body with folate, which your brain needs to have, which helps you to process things better, especially when you're under stress. Turmeric, fantastic, great and anti-inflammatory properties, extra boost of feel-good nutrients. So I like to put turmeric on maybe my brown rice, maybe a little bit of turmeric in my smoothie. I do add turmeric to my coffee. So there you go. And for those of you who want to put a little spice in the bedroom, oysters. They're known as aphrodisiacs, but they're very high in zinc, which is one of the reasons why it helps to lower the body's response to stress. Now, it's hard to get zinc in a lot of our foods, and you want to kind of research what foods will have zinc because you do want to be eating as much zinc as possible during these times. Now, you can get zinc supplements, but you really should have your panels drawn to find out how much zinc you need to have, because you don't want to overdo it. But if you just want to try to get it through your food by eating oysters occasionally or other foods that are high in zinc, that would probably be enough. You want to make sure that you don't OD on zinc. But it's great for your immune system. Once again, it has anti-inflammatory properties, but specifically, it helps to lower the body's response to stress and anxiety.
Okay, now, Linus.
Yes.
I'm not an oyster eater. What else did you say contains zinc?
Most seafoods. Most seafoods do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do. You got to be careful about the seafoods, because seafoods can also be high in cholesterol. So if you, zinc is not, oysters aren't high in cholesterol, but if you have a cholesterol issue, have your panels pulled to find out where you are in zinc, and then make some decisions on what it is that you might be able to eat, that's high in zinc, that won't put you in cholesterol danger territory. And my last tip for you is another tea, and that's chamomile. Chamomile is kind of a swap for that glass of wine. It helps you to relax. It helps to usher in sleep at the end of the day, helps you to unwind. And it also is great in promoting relaxation and the quality of your sleep, how deeply you sleep. So all of those things, if you didn't get all of them, play this back and take notes, because there's some really good information there that I think is going to really help you when it comes to your overall wellness and reducing that stress and anxiety that has you eating all that stuff that we love to eat that we know it's not good for us.
Absolutely. Now, Linus, Maureen was saying she learned to bake and to make a lot at home now that she's I guess in the house. She's
right.
I don't know why people call me when I'm on the air. They know I'm on the air. Okay. let me silence my phone. I'm sorry. And then she was also saying that beets are her favorite.
Oh, good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you don't want to get them from scratch, you can get canned beets too, because some people, may not feel like cooking. I think, the cooking at home thing is great, but sometimes you just want to be able to grab it. And having canned beets are not a bad thing to have. In fact, I would, if you like beets, I would, make some fresh ones, and you can do your own canning of beets. You can put them in glass jars and keep them, or you can just go ahead and get canned goods. My husband and I have started stocking up on certain kinds of canned goods that I don't mind eating, because I'm not a big canned food eater, but beets would be one thing that we have in our pantry that I would use if I was hungry or didn't feel like cooking.
Oh, look, my daughter says, "Sorry, Mom, didn't mean to call you." That's okay, Devette. But you may want to listen to this broadcast, because I know you got some things going on in your life, and we're talking about reducing stress. Yes. Yes. Well, this has been extremely helpful. I just think that we all have gotten a little rounder, Linus.
I
have to confess, and I haven't been moving the way I normally move. Like, I can even tell that because I haven't been driving, my range of motion, I had to start working on it.
Yeah. It's a constant effort.
I was just shocked. When I did get in the car, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
These were all great reminders, Linus. The turkey thing I had really forgotten about, but I'm going to do the turkey thing, because I feed my mom, a lot. And that turkey thing was a really good idea. I'm going to go buy a little turkey breast and make us some turkey sandwiches. Doesn't that sound good, with some cranberry sauce? And
cranberry sauce. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And also, for zinc, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, they are high in zinc. Yes. You can add hemp seed to your smoothies. I'm just looking at my notes here to see what else in zinc. Grass-fed beef is high in zinc.
Okay.
If you happen to be a beef eater. Grass-fed beef is also high in omega-3. What's another one?
I realize that a lot of things that you're telling us is kind of natural in my diet. Being Japanese.
Oh, good.
And I feed my mom beets every week. I make them because I love beets, and I make all those different kind of colored beets, yellow ones, orange ones, red ones. Yeah, I love beets. This is great.
Oh, yes, ones. I love. Yeah, that reminded me. Lentils. I love lentils. Lentils are very high in zinc.
Oh,
Very high in
okay.
zinc. If you like, if you lentils with some rice, that's
Yeah.
a complete protein. Brown rice, lentils, you're getting your zinc in there, and then the crunchy salad. That's a great stress reduction lunch or a dinner. Lentils with rice and a great salad.
Now you were saying that the zinc helps
Yeah.
with our
And
thyroid.
prepare very easy. Sometimes in the preparation of the food that you're eating, when you're thinking about, wow, I'm preparing food that's going to help reduce my stress. I'm preparing food that's fresh and healthy for my body. Well, as you're saying that and going through the process of doing it, believe it or not, you begin to lower the feelings of stress. The things that are causing you stress don't go. Reaction to them begins to subside because you are programming the mind, telling your mind and your body, because you're controlling your thoughts, and you really can do that. You're focusing on doing something to help you not feel that way. And as you begin the food preparation of things that you know are going to help you with that, you begin to feel a sense of calm. It's kind of like the same thing when you meditate, and you meditate in the same place every single day. When you walk that spot or that whatever, your mind automatically over time begins to calm down, because it's saying, oh, we're getting ready to meditate. I'm going to feel calm. I'm going to feel better. Also, spinach is high in zinc.
Oh, okay.
Lentils with brown rice and a spinach salad and avocado. There you go. Another stress busting meal right there.
Okay, well, you finally
Right
touched
there.
on something that's in my diet. Spinach is definitely in my diet.
Okay, there you go.
My
And
mom
avocados are high in too.
Okay, and Lakeisha says my mom loves beets. Not my favorite at all, but willing to try them again in a salad, maybe. Okay, thank you, Lakeisha, for the effort.
Yeah, give it a try, because it might help you to feel better when it comes to any stress or anxiety that you might be feeling. We have to take a holistic approach to our stress and our anxiety. It's not just the food that we eat, it's also our mindset, it's the physical moods that we do, it's even all the way down to our breathing. So I want to invite all of your listenership to a webinar I'm going to be doing on the 16th called the Emergence Encounter webinar. Okay. And I'm going to put that link for you in 2 seconds. I'm going to put it down there.
Very good.
Yeah, because we're going to be sharing it's going to be about an hour, some things that you can do to help you with those things that are causing you to feel unwell. And we're taking holistic approach. We're not just doing one thing, we're doing several things. So I will hold on 1 second, talk amongst yourselves, and I'll pull it up.
That sounds great.
Linus, what time is that, your webinar?
It's at 4 p.m. on Tuesday. Okay. And I'm going to get you the long link, because for some reason the Bitly is just kind of being kind of weird for me right now. Normally I don't have any problems, but it could be that I'm just doing way too much.
Oh, here we go. We might have left a letter off or something. Yeah,
something's going weird there. So I'm just going to make sure that you get it. I'm just going to give you the long one. Please forgive me. I know it's not sexy, but what the heck? I would just like to see some of your people there, or all your people there, because I think they'll get some excellent information. I'm doing it with Dr. Shelley Niglo. Who is the founder of Power of Women Seminars. She's been working with women for over 30 years, all about energy healing, all about the breath. And I'm going to be talking about wellness things in terms of things you can reduce anxiety and stress. And this is just going to be removing blocks, manifestation. We're going to cover a lot of things.
Linus, would you make sure that information gets into the Biz Chicks group? So also... so that people can make sure. I see it over here in the chat. I'm going to put it up. The link for the webinar.
June 16th at 4 o'clock. That's PST. I guess. Okay, it's kind of taking its time here.
Okay. Just a second, I'm coming. There's the link, guys. Okay, and the date again is Saturday at
16th at 4 p.m.
At 4 p.m.
Yes. And I'm also going to be doing another webinar, and I'll just put the link in the BizChicks, but I'm going to be doing a series of Vibe Living webinars where I'm going to be going over things like what I just talked about today, but in more detail. I'll be giving nutrition tips and recipes, and also help you with meal planning. It's going to be interactive so that people can ask me questions and all of that.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a series of webinars. They're not free. They do cost. They're going to be, that's really, really cheap, $20 a webinar. And I think they start the 17th and the 24th. They're always on Wellness Wednesdays. So be looking for the Vibe Living series webinars.
Gotcha. We look forward to that. So I see, okay, I see the time. Thank you. I'm going to post that.
I don't know anybody that's busier than you, Linus. You're amazing. The energy, all the stuff that you create and that you provide for us, it's just amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and you guys, wait a minute. We do have to celebrate. Okay, I want to celebrate with you guys. I turned 63 8 days ago.
All right now. I'm excited for you.
Yes. And and here's the deal I'm really so excited about. My children always ask me all the time what to get me. And I always say nothing. I say what my mom used to say, peace and calm. That's what I want. She said all the time, I'm like, Mom, now that I'm older, I understand. She really did want that. She really did. I mentioned to one of my daughters that I was thinking about getting an L desk. And I was just mentioned it just for a little bit. And I came home one day and my office was in an uproar. My kids were in here. They were all in my stuff, but they bought me this beautiful L desk that I'm on right now. And I love it. It's the best gift I've ever had. Even beats the cruise that I had once that my husband gave me. I don't want to say that in front of you. It really does. I mean, I just love it. They put it together and everything. And then after they put it together, they left. They were exhausted. It was so funny. They were all in my family room, just like knocked out. Man, you would thought they had won a marathon. They started at like about 6 in the evening and they finished at midnight. Girl, let me tell you, I got up because I had taken a little nap. I got up and I was up till 4:30 in the morning redoing my office and everything. And let me tell you something about making changes in your office or in your home environment, whatever. It changes the energy flow.
It does.
It helps to increase the creativity if that's what you're looking for. And it kind of gives you a new perspective. So here's an extra tip for those who want to reduce their stress and anxiety. Move your furniture around. Change the energy flow. Do something a little different. You don't have to necessarily go out and buy a desk like they did, but it did help create a different energy flow for me. And that really does work. Now, I don't know if my thing is feng shui. It probably isn't, but hey, it works for me. So
I hear you. I think it's wonderful sometimes to just come in and have a new look. We've got some comments here. Devette says, you're looking good. Nicole says, you look amazing.
Oh, thank you. It's all mirrors.
No, it's all to good living, good eating, and good habits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. And I tell people all the time when they tell me that, I say, well, if you want to, look like this, such as it is, join my Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond group. It's free on Facebook. And all of those Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond group members are going to get a discount because I will be starting a Vibe Living membership site. It's coming this summer. We're working on it now, and I can hardly wait. Everything that I do will be on that Vibe Living membership site. So stay tuned on that. In fact, maybe you guys will let me come back when I roll it out, and we can go on and take a look at it.
We would love to help you launch that.
Oh, good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes. So those are the things that you have coming up soon. We're going to encourage everybody to follow Linus over here on Facebook. And in addition to that, we're going to hear from Robin. Robin, do you have anything else you want to share with us? I know you were on yesterday at noon. I had customers. I'm sorry I missed it. But if you want to tell us a little bit about your launch for your new product real quick.
Okay. Well, I started a new product that's similar to what Linus does. Naturally, she does it with food. And this is it's a supplement that is made with the lacena berry. I don't know, Linus, if you've heard of the lacena berry, but it's called haskaf in Japanese. And the Japanese have been using it forever and ever and ever. And it's grown way up top of the world.
I've heard of it.
So hot, Northern Canada, Europe, Japan. And it's got a lot of the nutrients that Linus was talking about, but it's a supplement. So it's in a capsule form. And I'm really excited because I think it's going to help a lot of people who are trying to get on their wellness journey. And this is an easy way to get them started. And it's
okay. So if we're looking for that product, how do we get in touch with you?
Oh, well, I'm just launching. I had my second Zoom. I'm just starting my business. And so I'm very, very excited. And that's why I look at people like you guys and I think, oh my goodness, I want to be there one of these days. So that's so exciting.
Well, you are right here on Biz Chicks, and we look forward to hearing about this product. Meanwhile, we're going to encourage everybody to follow you on Facebook, Robin, and to direct message you if they want more information. Is that okay?
That's great. That's great.
Okay.
I wanted to mention to Linus that, what I'm doing right now is I'm eating sunflower seeds. It's like the pistachio thing with you.
Yes.
And it's very calming for me. So I've been eating, I've been going through bags from Trader Joe's, 99 cents a bag.
Yes.
And
I've lost weight.
Yes, my sister has been eating sunflower seeds since she was a kid. We tease her about it because she'll be watching binge flexing Netflix.
Yeah.
She'll be watching Netflix,
Yeah, like a little rabbit.
The whole time is so funny because she's only 4 years younger than me, so you know how she is. But she looks like she is her son's sister. Her son is 26, I think it is. So she looks like she's about 36 or whatever. And I think, and I wonder sometimes, okay, that must be that zinc that those sunflower seeds are eating
over time.
So that's a good one. Good one.
That's a good one. Okay, ladies, if there's nothing else, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow is Friday. We will be talking tech in English. So come on over and get some tips and tools for how to use your social media and your tools for doing business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and take the hassle out of your hustle. So without any further ado, if all minds and hearts are clear, okay, we're going to say to you, don't forget to go to the front of your own line. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Linus. Thank you, Terry.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, guys.